All right, so one of the issues I have with my fifth wheel, and I am within the load ratings of the truck, is that it squats the rear a little. So I've been looking for a solution that doesn't require airbags. So what I have come across and I've decided to purchase and look at is this. This is the Timbren suspension enhancement system. So it isn't airbags, it's just basically bump stops, I guess would be the best way to put it. So instead of having airbag inflated, the only time these come into contact is when you're loaded up with your fifth wheel or whatever. So it only impacts the ride when you have it installed and you hook up the camper. So let's see what all comes in this package. I wanted to show anybody that's looking at buying this what comes in it. So the first thing to notice is the part number for my F250. I think it also is for the F350 and the, well, I don't know other than that, but it's definitely for my truck. It's FR250SDJ. And so what comes in the kit are the giant rubber bump stops with it's got a washer in there. Let me set this stuff aside. And then it's got hardware, and then it's got the bracket instructions. So that's what you get. It doesn't look that difficult. Instructions out there. It says installation instructions. Ooh, look at that. It says remove the existing bump stop assembly, retain fasteners. Assemble the Eon rubber spring and bracket as shown in the adjacent diagram. Mount the Timbren assembly using existing holes in OEM fastener and shims. There you go. Seems extremely easy to do. So I'll just have to go look and see where the bump stops are, and it's 4 bolts. So yep, it says rear SES kits for pickup should have a 1/2 inch to 1.5 inch gap between the rubber springs and the contact point when empty. And I didn't get any front ones because I don't have problems with the front loading up. It's the back loading up. All right, so there you go. One of the things I noticed is there's a washer in there that you got to get that nut through to then screw into the bracket. So I'm gonna go find out what size this particular bolt is, and then I'll show you me struggling to put it together, but hopefully it won't be too bad. So here we go. All right, you need a 17 millimeter to mount the bump stop onto the new bracket. All right, so as I was saying, it's a 17 millimeter. You got to get that washer lined up in here so that it goes through everything, which I think I got. Nope. There you go. So it comes through, and then I'm going to start it by hand to make sure it gets started correctly. But I hate to cross thread it, and so there we go. And then I'll just tighten it down good. Whoops, wrong way. Whoa, Nelly. There we go. Tighten down. So now I'm going to do the other one. You don't need to watch. And then we'll go. All right, so there it is. I went and checked, and these are 15 millimeter bolts holding that on. As you can see, it's got shims in there. I don't think those are quite necessary, but I'm definitely, I got to reuse the nuts. So let's see what we can do with this. And hopefully they're really captive bolts, because I don't have any way to get to the backside, I don't think. So here we go. All right, here we go. And hopefully I don't block the camera. But like I said, it's 15 millimeter. And I just got to get up there and get on it, and then we'll take that sucker down. Oh, of course. I got too long of a... All right. Well, you've seen enough. It just all turn it back on when I'm putting it back on. All right, so it wasn't shims. They're actually the retainers for the captive bolt, so that's cool. So I got them off. They're 15 millimeter, and now I will put them back on in the reverse, taking them off. And luckily, hopefully you can understand that there's only two nuts to put on for each side. So let me shut you off, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get done. Well, I ran into my first problem. The weight of the toolbox in the fuel tank has lowered it so much that I can't fit it over between the perch and the frame rail. So I'm gonna have to jack up the frame rail a little bit so that I can get access to the bolt. So now I gotta get up, but just keep that in mind when you go to put it together. All right, I got them both on. I just got to tighten up the nuts, which makes me have to get up and get them one more extension. But if you have all your stuff together before you start, plenty of extensions and a 15 millimeter, you can knock this out in like 2 minutes max. So hopefully it is worth the time and the money, but only time will tell. So hopefully all this helped you out. All right, so there it is installed. It took, like I said, if it was you had all your stuff together, you could probably do this in about 2 minutes, but I had to get up and get an extension. So anywho, you can actually probably do this with wrenches too if you work from the outside here. So anyways, 15 millimeter. So if you're looking for one of these, or just an assistance, it's a load assistance system. This doesn't seem to be that bad of a setup. So anyways, hope this helps you out with your choice.